Well, I hope that you have really been challenged in these daily Bible readings during this leg of the journey that we're calling Share. What I would tell you is I've been challenged by some of these readings as I've read the accounts of people like the Apostle Paul and how the gospel was just communicated through Paul's life and through some of these other people that we've been reading, particularly in the book of Acts. And it's been an encouragement to me in my own personal evangelism. As a matter of fact, this week's readings, I'm asking you to read the story of Simon Peter and his encounter with Cornelius. And that's a story that's always challenged me because I feel like Peter, he had a pretty good understanding of what it meant to be a follower of Jesus personally, because obviously he was one of the apostles. He had been with Jesus for 3.5 years. But now that Jesus has died and he has been resurrected from the dead and ascended to the Father, and now they're in this transition period where the disciples are really trying to figure out, what are we supposed to do next? How's this thing going to look? When is Jesus going to return? One of the things that they had to deal with was just how broadly they were supposed to share this message. And so the story of Peter sharing the message with Cornelius has always challenged me, because Peter had to step over some pretty significant barriers to even be willing to have that conversation, much less believe it was something God had called him to do. And obviously, making the decision to take the gospel to a Gentile like Cornelius was a significant step for Simon Peter, and it also was a significant step in the life of the early church. And so just for me personally, I know that there have been some times when I have felt maybe led to share the gospel with someone, but there are some barriers that stood in between me and them, and I've had to figure out ways to move past those barriers. They might be things that I myself have had in my own life, my own heart, maybe feelings I may have toward someone or group of people, whatever it may be. And the story of Simon Peter moving past such a significant wall as the separation between Jews and Gentiles has always been a challenge and encouragement to me, that I can move past whatever barriers that stand between me and a lost person or a group of lost people. So I hope this week, as you're reading through the daily Bible readings, you'll be confronted, challenged, encouraged, convicted as we read this incredible story, and we'll all be reminded that this gospel is supposed to be flowing through us. It should shape us. It should have a transforming effect upon us, but then also this gospel needs to be shared with the people who are in our lives. And so I'm praying for you. I hope that you've taken this church challenge seriously these 8 weeks, and that God has used you to share the message of the gospel with someone, and also that you have been able to increase your commitment and expand your personal commitment to the Great Commission in some tangible way. Cindy and I together have done that. We've made a couple of decisions about it's just a little extra money that we have felt led to save in one area and to not purchase some things that we may typically do in an average week. Take that money. It's not a whole lot of money, but it's just a tangible expression to add to what we're already doing, to put it in a place that we feel like it can be more effective in the accomplishment of the Great Commission. So it's not necessarily a huge thing, but it was just a reminder to me that we can always make these tangible commitments along the way. And you know, over the course of your life, as you put together those small habits, sometimes it can grow into something really significant, not just financially, but in every other way. So I'm praying for you as you are being shaped by the gospel. I'm praying for you as you're sharing this gospel. And I'm praying for you as you make a commitment to taking the gospel to the entire world. So I love you. I'm grateful for what I see God doing in the lives of our people in this place. And I look forward to seeing how He's going to use us to allow this gospel to flow through us and touch the lives of the people that are around us.